Once upon a time, there was a young eel deep in the coral reef. He lived a happy life and never thought of anything but feasting on the tasty fish and shrimp that lived in the bottom of the ocean with him, swimming and feeling the push of the tide as it drew him in and out, and sleeping in his comfortable hidey hole. It was a comfortable life, and he was content. Until one day, as he was swimming about, a wise old shark swam by. "Little eel," said the shark, "are you not lonely? Do you not often wish for companionship?" The little eel thought about it. "No, sir," he said. "I am quite content swimming around and eating delicious shrimp and living in my hidey hole." "Suit yourself," said the old shark, but as he swam away, he added, "Might as well forget I asked." Now, if that shark had said something like, "Mark my words," or if the shark had emphasized the importance of it, then the young eel would have done just that. But since the shark had made nothing of it, and in fact had told the eel to forget it, quite naturally the eel could think of nothing else for days. And because he could think of nothing else, he became very unhappy with his life indeed. He became bitter about his shrimp and fish dinners and uncomfortable with his hidey hole. And when he went out to swim with the tide, surrounded by the population of the reef, it only made him feel lonelier. "Oh, stuff all these things," he said. "I was never unhappy about it, but now I am unhappy without a companion. I must find one." And so the young eel swam off in search of a companion. Within minutes, he found another eel. "Hello, Miss Eel," he said to her. "Would you like to be my companion?" "Oh no," she said. "I have a companion already. All these little fry to take care of. But thank you for the offer." And he swam away, disappointed, but he did not expect to be so lucky on the first try. He came up to another eel a couple of hours later. "Hello, Miss Eel," he said to her. "I would like a companion." "You would you?" said she. "Well, good luck with your search." "Would you like to be my companion?" he asked. "I am not interested in a companion at this time," and he swam away quite perturbed. A couple of days later, he came up upon another eel. "My dearest Miss Eel," he said to her, "isn't it a lovely day for companionship? Would you like to join me?" "No," she said. "Why not?" he asked. "Because," she said, "in all honesty, you seem a bit too eager for my companionship, and I wonder, what is it you are looking for that you haven't found?" "I am looking for a companion," he said. "I was happy in my hole, eating shrimp and fish and swimming with the tide, but then I realized that I did not have a companion and that I must have a companion to be happy." "But my dear Mr. Eel," she replied, "if you are not satisfied without a companion, what makes you think you will find something with one? Companionship is as much about giving as it is about taking. Are you ready to give?" "I can tell you are not. You are thinking only of what you want. Now do go. I have a busy day of swimming and need my rest." And the young eel was more frustrated than ever and darted back to his hidey hole, bitter and upset. He had been there for a week, pouting and grouchy, before the shark swam by again. "What's this?" he asked the little eel. "What happened to my young, happy eel? I think I have not seen an eel so miserable as this in all my years. Do you no longer enjoy your shrimp and fish And you're swimming with the tide and your cozy hidey hole? No, the young eel nearly shouted. I do not have a companion to share this with me, and I must have one to be happy, he said. Oh dear, said the shark. You do now. You didn't before? Well, yes, said the eel. I was quite content before, but then the idea of having a companion, well, it seems so nice. Someone I can snuggle within my cozy hidey hole. I can catch a big fish or shrimp and split it with her. We can swim in the ocean together. Those sound quite nice. But they seem quite nice even without a companion, no? Well, yes, but now that I think of how it might feel to do them with someone, perhaps that is the case. Perhaps there is no more enjoyment to be had in these things, said the shark, and he swam away. Now, if that shark had pointed out to the eel that the things he had enjoyed were still just as fun as they had been before, the eel never would have thought of another thing. But because the shark said there was no more enjoyment to be had, the young eel began to think. You know, I do still like my hidey hole. It is a very nice hidey hole by itself, and I enjoy swimming in the water just as much as I always did. And the little fish I ate yesterday was particularly good. I would enjoy them just as much as I did before I didn't have a companion. Why would I miss the joy without them? And so the eel stopped worrying about having a companion and began to enjoy his life once again. He still had that longing in his heart, but he was no longer a miserable young eel. He was happy again. 1 month later, the water was warming up as spring began to arrive, and he was just the happiest little eel swimming about when someone came up to him. Pardon me, she said. I couldn't help but notice how much you're enjoying the water here. Dance with me, said the little eel. It's fun, but it's even more fun if we do it together. And she did. And the two eels spun and coiled and danced, and all the fish and life around the reef were amazed at the beauty of their dance. Just then the eel spotted a large tiger shrimp. Over there, he said to the other eel. Those taste wonderful, but they are too large for the one little eel to eat. Would you like to split one with me? Oh, I don't know, she replied. You don't have to if you don't want to. Here, I'll catch some for myself, and you may try it if you like. And he shot forward and snapped and bit the tiger shrimp clean in two. He nudged the tastiest part, the head, to the female eel, and she ate it. Together, they ate delicious shrimp. You know, she said, I've had them before, but for some reason, like this, it tastes better. Yes, the little eel yawned. I think, you're right. And the little eel was very tired. I must retire to my cozy hidey hole. It is truly a nice hidey hole. Great for sleep. I am tired. Oh, I do love a good hidey hole, she said. Would you like to share mine with me? I believe I would. And so the young eel snuggled up in his hidey hole with his new companion, and they went to sleep. Good night.